Hello ladies and gentlemen, and once again you're welcome to this very interesting YouTube channel, The Business Tips. My name is Rufo Chifu and I'm the CEO founder of HR Systems. For a very long time now, I have been helping a lot of people get started. And if you are watching me right now and you intend to get started with any business, you are at the right place because I'm here to help you do that. I'm actually doing this YouTube video today based on a request from one of my subscribers, Eta Arnold. Shout out to you, Eta Arnold. I'm very happy that you're actually watching and following up. He requested that I do a video on how to open a sawmill business in Douala. And of course, that's just what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be giving you 5 tips how you can open your wood transformation business in the economic capital, Douala. I am very certain that these tips will help you, even if you are watching me from anywhere in the world, in Africa or anywhere. I'm sure if you follow these steps, you can still set up your sawmill business, because wood transformation is wood transformation, right? A sawmill is a sawmill. So don't go away, stay right to the end, because I'll be talking about how you can market your sawmill business at the last point. So you probably want to watch this video to the end because you don't want to miss anything out. It's very important to know how to market your sawmill business at the end of the day. So stay right there and I'll be right back.
If you intend to invest in Africa, then contact us at HR Systems Limited for professional business plan writing, feasibility studies, investment viability checks, and company setup services. The HR Systems team of professionals are willing to move to any country in Africa just to set up your business.
Welcome back. To open a sawmill business, there are some certain things that you need to be aware of. There are things that you need to know what it actually entails. The first thing is there are 2 types of way you can do this business by actually trying to serve the population or the local carpenters, okay? You remember that this is a wood transformation kind of unit. So you probably want to serve the local fabricators or your local community and the local carpenters and the guys who do furniture, or you probably want to transform wood from logs for exportation purposes, okay? That's like, transforming the wood that come from the forest directly, the logs, the raw wood, and then you transform them into some usable units. Or you are in town and then you transform them for the local use. So either way, the way that you want to do this business, I really think it would depend on you, and I really also think that it would depend on the kind of way you want to run the business. But this is also going to depend, it's also going to determine what your capital is going to be, what you're going to use to actually start your business, okay? The capital that you're going to use. So you have to make this choice at this point in time. In the beginning, you need to do this choice. If you intend to operate by doing the export wood, you probably need more logistics than the normal local sawmill that we have around. You need more logistics, you need more sophisticated equipment. You'll be transforming larger logs with big diameters to usable wood, okay? So that will also depend. Generally, starting a sawmill business is not a small business because there is a lot of costs that you're going to incur during setup, and you're also going to incur some costs running the business, okay? So I would say between 5-10 million, that's about $10,000 to $20,000 minimum that you can set up that kind of business. So having that background already, let's get into the first step, which is you need to get space. And getting a good space from about 500 meters square and above to like 1,000 meters square, I think is going to be, it's a good enough space. And you can just rent it. I would advise that you actually rent it at the beginning, because buying land here in Douala, believe me, it's not going to be easy, especially if you want to exist in town where your sawmill is accessible for your customers. You probably just want to look for some good space and then rent it. But if you intend to do export wood, it might be better for you to locate yourself beside the forest, okay? So that by the time the timber is being brought from the forest directly into your sawmill, and then you just transform it for exportation purposes. So you might just want to locate beside the forest, so you will need to go there, get some land, get some piece of land. In that case, it's not going to be that expensive, so you can just buy it if you get the money. But that's the first thing you need to do. Get a good piece of land and get a good space. Either renting or buying will depend on what you intend to do and how much capital you have. And that takes us to step number 2, which is you need to construct your hangar or some kind of workshop. Here in Cameroon, most people construct that with the wood itself, like it's called carabot, right? Or the planks. They use the normal plank to construct the hangar, and you can just construct that for yourself because, you know, when you are doing all these sawmill things, there is a lot of dust that goes out and all of that. So you probably want to construct a hangar, not probably, you need to construct a hangar so that everything stays in the same place. I actually took some time out to go and visit a sawmill so that you guys get to see, and I'm going to show that to you right now, how a sawmill will look like, okay? And bear in mind that you really don't need to spend a lot in constructing this hangar. You can just, I would typically say from 500,000, 1 million, or maximum 2 million francs CFA for you to construct this hangar. Keep the cost of construction as low as possible so that you just get started. Another thing, or another reason why it's important to construct your hangar is that you are going to be having machines inside, right? So it's also a good way to secure your machines so that people don't steal them, and you have space for packing the wood itself by the time you finish transforming them. These are all the reasons why you really need to construct your workshop for your sawmill business. Step number 3. You need to now install your machines. Sure, you cannot do wood transformation business without installing some machines, because these machines will be the things that will cut the wood, will plane the wood, or will saw it, or do whatever it is. So you need to install the machines. Now, the kind of machines you need to install will vary based on your budget or based on your capital. But typically, it ranges from 2 million, 2.5 million, right up to whatever amount. There are so many different types of machines which you can install. The major ones, the planing, you need to always like plane wood, and then some for like carvings and all of that. So as I said, you need to do some research to see the kind of audience you want to serve and then the machines that you need. But there are some machines which are like 3 in 1. They do 3 different things in one, which is, I think I'd asked the price of that machine at one time. It ranged between 5, 6, 7 million francs CFA. So just go to your local markets and find out how much you can get the planing machines for, or the sawmill machines for, and at this stage you just need to come get experts and they install it in your sawmill. Step number 4, licensing. In Cameroon, or I think it's the same thing anywhere in the world or in Africa, you cannot operate a wood transformation unit without licensing. In Cameroon, you will need to obtain your license. It's called Pacabois. You need to obtain this license from the Ministry of Forestry. It would take you some small amount of money, but not much money. You don't really need much. It's just a matter of, you know, dropping your application at the regional center of Ministry of Forestry that you want to operate a transformational unit, and then they will send what we call a comité de visite. They're going to do what we call a descente. Of course, that's French, but a committee will come to visit your site and see the capacity that you get and see whatever that you get, and then they will ask for some documents, some documentations, and some site visits and all of that. They will now issue you an authorization to actually start the business. A lot of people in Cameroon start without that authorization, but believe me, if you do that, you are going to fall into big problems with the authorities. So you might want to do this and get your license before start operations, because you really don't want problems. You just want to do your business and do it perfectly, okay? So the 4th stage is look. If you're in Cameroon, in fact, I was doing this video of Cameroon anyways. If you're in Cameroon, you need to visit the Ministry of Forestry to get your authorization. It's called the Parc à Bois, which is the park where you can, you know, actually pack woods and then do wood transformation. So at the 4th step, you must get a license. Put that in mind, it's important. Step 5, hire workers and then advertise your business. Yes, as I said in the beginning of this video, this is the most important part, because if you can't get clients, then I am not sure you're going to operate for a very long time, because you're going to go down if you can't get clients. Of course, your workers are also very important. So the fifth step is you need to hire workers, hire guys who have experience in this already. So these are the two keys that are going to keep your business running. You need good employees, people who have experience already in operating these machines, who can really optimize the use of your machines and who can take care of them and take your business to the next level. It's also important that you start getting clients. Now, at the beginning, what do you do to start getting clients? Now, the world is becoming a global village through internet, right? I would propose that you use some digital marketing to get clients. And also, if your target market was a local carpentry workshops or local carpenters, you need to go to each of these workshops, visit them, and talk to them about your sawmill. By the time you do that, you get to create awareness, and people will come to you when they need your service. I would advise that you do a small flyer and maybe your business complimentary card, and then you just visit all of these carpenters. These are your direct customers, okay? You visit them in their workshops, and then you give your card and then you tell them about your sawmill. It's also a good thing if you can visit construction sites, sites that are just like preparing for construction. You can also visit them, and then you tell them about your sawmill. If they need anything wood, they should come to you. That's the fifth step and the last on my 5 steps to opening a sawmill. And as I said earlier, I actually went out to do some footages just to show you how a local sawmill in Cameroon or based in Douala operates. So let's jump out there and see that right now. Hello guys, as you can see, I'm right here inside the atelier of a local sawmill around the Bonamusadi neighborhood. And from what you can see here, there are a lot of activities going on at the same time. We've got so many going on here, and from everything happening, you've got the ones that like do the planing, the machines that do the cutting, and you've got other guys doing other things around. And I'm going to take you around so that you see how it actually works. This is just to give you an idea of how, a sawmill actually operates. This is a local sawmill, and I'm sure that this is here to serve the local population. It serves the carpenters, and then it also serves, probably they do some kind of export wood or something like that. So let's go around and just see the machines that they use and how they use it. Let's go. So you can see this is the machine that does the cutting, and this just cuts the wood into 3. This is one of the machine units. And then the machine over there does the planing. That's the planing machine right there. La machine là fait quoi? Ça coupe. Et ici là. Ça coupe, ça décore. And there is another kind of machine that does some kind of cutting as well. So you can get this one. It's also kind of necessary in a sawmill. Come on now. My question of the day is, I just wanted to tell me how many times I mentioned sawmill in this video. And if you tell me that, I'm going to do a special pack for you. If you intend to do any kind of business, hey, just let me know and I'm going to do that pack for you. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
If you intend to invest in Africa, then contact us at HRM Systems Limited for professional business plan writing, feasibility studies, investment viability checks, and company setup services. The HR and systems team of professionals are willing to move to any country in Africa just to set up your business. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.